Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Anna and I post fashion, lifestyle, and beauty videos and sometimes advice videos, and it's a whole lot of fun around here. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to become one of my internet friends, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and comment down below if it helps you. And I would also like to know, what grade are you guys going into next year? So comment that down below. And yeah, let's get right on into the video. Okay, so you can probably tell from the title above or somewhere that I'm going to be doing my 8th grade experience/advice video. So I am now a freshman. That's so weird and I hate saying that. But I graduated, I left 8th grade, and so I'm now in high school. And I keep slapping my legs, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. Anyway, but I loved 8th grade. It was honestly maybe my favorite year of school that I've had. I had so much fun. I made so many good memories, and I honestly really loved it. And so I wanted to kind of give you guys some tips, and I did this last year and I'm hoping to do it every yeof where I just kind of give you guys some tips and tell you guys what happened in my 8th grade year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's just get started. I kind of just wanted to start it off in telling you guys all the stuff that I was involved in and everything I did. So I was in 2 pre-AP classes, and I wasn't in science or math, so like it wasn't that hard. But yeah, so my academics were really good. I got all A's, and to be honest, that was like one of my first times getting all A's. Like I usually got a B in math. So yeah, that was a really good year. Well, it's not my first time getting all A's, because like when I was in middle school I got all A's, but last year I got a B in math, which was really hard for me. But anyway, so I really worked hard on my grades. Like I probably worked the hardest I ever have, and I was just really motivated to get good grades. So I got really good grades and it was great. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Like I'm really content with my grades that I got this year. So I did all that by working really hard. I stayed up really late doing homework, like really late. I studied a lot to get all the A's that I got, and I worked really hard, so it didn't come like easily for me. A lot of people, they don't even study for tests. They don't like study, they don't do their homework, and they still end up getting an A in the class, which is really confusing to me. Like they're just that smart and they like ace tests because they're that smart. But me personally, I have to study and I have to work for my grades, which it's not a bad thing to do that. It's actually a pretty good thing, but like it doesn't come easy for me. Like I'm not saying that like I just don't study or anything and I get all A's. Like that's not how it goes. So yeah, I work really hard into that. And then I was in forensics and debate, and I worked very hard at that. We had 3 competitions this year, and I placed, like I got a trophy, and I'm pretty sure, I got 3rd place and up at every single like tournament that I did. So that was really good, and I worked really hard with that. So that says that. And then I was also in about 3 plays. So I was in a Christmas carol, and it was really, Christmas carol? I don't know. I forgot what it was called. A Christmas Carol, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, A Christmas Carol. So I was in A Christmas Carol, really good. Then I was also in a play called A Child Shall Lead, and it was about the Holocaust. And so that play, I was in a club called Thespians, and we actually traveled, say how many hours, but we traveled pretty far in our state to go to the competition, and it was really fun. We actually got superior, which is like the best you can get in Thespians. So yeah, we did really good with that. And I worked really hard to do that. And I was also in a duo or a duet musical, so we had to practice for that as well. So that was a lot of practice, and it was really fun though. I had so much fun. And then I was also in the play, like our spring play was called A Greek Mythology Olympiaganza. I'll try to insert some pictures right here. I love that play so much. It was a bunch of fun. So yeah, I was also in that play. And so yeah, I was pretty busy with that. Then I was also in FCA leadership, which is Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I wasn't an athlete then, but I was still in it, and I was a leader. And so like I led like the service pretty much, which took up a good bit of time as well. I was also in National Junior Honor Society, and you have to get 5 hours every semester of like work or volunteer work, so I had to do that as well, and I love that. I love volunteering. That was so fun. And then I was also in student council. I was also in student council, and I wasn't like president or anything, but because we don't have that in junior high, but I worked really hard, and I probably worked, like, not to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so cool, but like I probably worked harder than anybody else that was in that club. Not to be like I'm better than you or anything, but like I worked really hard in that. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure those are all the clubs I was in. I may have forgotten some. I also did YouTube during that whole entire time, and some weeks I didn't post, like I maybe only post one video a week, but I worked really hard to get 2 videos out every single week. And yeah, so that's everything I did in 8th grade, and I loved all of my teachers. I honestly had the best teachers ever. That's probably why this year was so great for me, and I just loved all my teachers. I also didn't have that big of a social life. Compared to like years before. I like really cared about like my like social life, and like I always tried to hang out with people, and I was like really into that. But this year I didn't care about that much, and I like preferred spending a night filming YouTube videos than hanging out with friends, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's everything I did this year, and that was kind of like the highs of this year, and I loved it so much. But now I'm gonna give you guys some advice and kind of tell you guys like my experience on like deeper, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I think I have about 15 things just to go through really quick, and I hope this helps you. So my first tip that I have, if you're going into 8th grade, or if you're just going into any grade, I feel like these tips could help you, but it is don't procrastinate and get your work done. It makes your life so much like less stressful. And so this year I really worked hard. Like last year I would like put everything out to the last minute, and you can ask a bunch of people, like I would have everything done like 2 days after it was assigned, and like even if it wasn't due for like 8 weeks, I would still get it done because I love having stuff done, and it's just so rewarding to have stuff done. So get your stuff done. It feels so good, and I like that. I feel like that's what really helped me with my grades, is that I got everything done when it was assigned. Okay, so my next thing is put school first. I put school first above everything. I put it before YouTube. I put it before everything, and I feel like that paid off in my grades wise. So put school first. My like next thing is friends matter, and I wish I would have hung out with more people this year. So as I was saying earlier, I didn't really have that big of a social life, and so 2 of my really good friends, their names are Angelou and Natalie, and they were probably like my best friends this year. And they are both going to a different high school than me, because where I live, the junior highs, they all like split up into 2 high schools, and they're both going to this one school and I'm going to this school, and I really regret not hanging out with them that much. Like we still hung out a good bit, don't get me wrong, we had sleepovers a lot, but I feel like we could have hung out a lot more, and we could have like bonded better. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I just feel like we could have done more, and we didn't, so I kind of regret that. But yeah, so you know, even if your friends may change, because I know like we're probably not going to be that close this next year, which is really sad because we're going to different high schools, so we're not going to be like as close as we were. You can still build relationships with that, and I just kind of regret not building those relationships as much as I could have. But yeah. Okay, so my next thing is the year flies by, because I feel like literally yesterday was Christmas. Like this year went by so fast, and it's really sad. So yeah, the year like it really flew by. So enjoy, like my next tip is enjoy it, because it's not gonna last that long, and so enjoy every single moment of it. I remember like walking down the hallways and being like, ugh, another day, I would have to go to this class, like oh my gosh, I'm just like I hate this so much. But like I really didn't hate it. I really enjoyed it, and so I wish I would have had like a more positive mindset. So yeah. My next thing is sleep is important. I would stay up so late studying and doing homework, which I mean, I probably, like, if I could pick now, I'd probably still study and get the A in the class rather than not get as much sleep. But I feel like if I wouldn't have watched, like, 2 episodes of Netflix that night, then I wouldn't have to study that long. Like, I don't know, if it makes sense, I could have gotten more sleep by not watching as much Netflix and, like, doing all that. So, get a lot of sleep. It's very important, and I feel like I could have got more sleep, so get more sleep. My next thing is do what you love, even if you get made fun of about it. So I got made fun of a lot about being like a thespian or like acting and forensics and stuff, and don't listen to what people say. If it's something you enjoy, don't let people like tear you down about it if you love what you're doing. And I also got made fun of a lot about YouTube, and I really learned from this whole entire year that people don't matter, and I shouldn't listen to what other people say, because I was listening to all this like gross stuff people were saying about me, and like I really let it like hit me. I was like, wow, like ouch, that really hurts. Like, why do people think that about me? Like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I didn't post a video because like I was getting made fun of a lot in school, and like people don't think that it hurts whenever people make fun of my videos and watch them, but it really hurt me. And I didn't want to post because I didn't want people to watch my videos and make fun of me, and I really regret that because people don't matter. These little like 8th graders, like these 8th grade boys that think they're all that making fun of my videos, like that's not going to affect me, and it doesn't affect me like 8 years from now or 5 years from now or 3 years from now. It's not going to matter. So I don't need to listen to them. But yeah, don't listen to what other people say about you because it doesn't matter. Okay, my next thing is people change and you'll make new friends. So a bunch of the friends I had last year, I'm not friends with them anymore. And it's not because like they're bad, well, I mean, they're not the best influences. But it's not because they're like bad people or anything. It's just we grew in different paths. Like I went down like acting and forensics and all that, and then they went into like dance and cheer and basketball and like all these different things. And so we went into different paths and we had different friend groups, and at first it was really hard for me to realize that like I'm losing these like really good friends I had. But we're going through puberty, we're all changing, we're all figuring out who we are. And in 8th grade I feel like I really figured out who I was. Like, I mean, I'm still figuring it out, like duh, I'm still figuring out who I am. But like, just, it's okay if you like, I'm trying to figure out the words to say this. Like, it's okay if you're not friends with the same people, because you're not going to be. Like, this year I went into, like, this school year with these friends, and I came out with totally different ones, and that's okay, and it's fine. So, you're probably going to have, your friends are going to change, and don't, like, think of that as a negative thing. Okay, my next thing is become BFFs with your teachers. I said this earlier, but I loved all of my teachers, and it's because, like, I really, like, if you care about your teachers and you like put an effort into getting to know them, then they're going to put an effort into getting to know you, and then therefore you're going to have like a better relationship with your teachers. And it's just a good thing to have a good relationship with your teachers, because A, they're the people that put your grades in the grade book, and I don't know, they're just really cool people. And they're people like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I would forget that teachers are actually people too, and so you can still get to know them. And yeah, so get to know your teachers. My next thing is get involved. I was so involved and I honestly loved it. So if you're not involved, if you're not in a club, go join one. It's a lot of fun, and get involved. Next thing is ask questions. So I asked so many questions in math especially, but in a bunch of other classes like in Spanish, I'd ask questions and people would be like, what the, like, people would be like, oh my gosh, Anna, be quiet, like, because they wanted the teacher to move on instead of like helping me. And then I would, like, a couple people would tell me like after class, they'd be like, I'm really glad you asked that question because I had the same question, I was just too scared to say it. And that feels really good, because these people, they were not going to go ask the teacher the question because they were too scared of what people were going to think of them. But since I asked it because I was confused, then they got the answer too. So even if you have a question and you feel like it's going to be embarrassing for the teacher to answer it, ask them anyway. That's what they get paid for, is to help you answer your questions. And don't listen to people if they're complaining about you asking questions, because that's totally fine and that's like what their job is. And then other people probably have the same question but they're too scared to ask it. So definitely ask questions. My next thing is wear what you want. Okay, people, it's so annoying because like I bought yellow Converse. I wore like pretty weird clothes and I loved it, and I kind of got made fun of, not really, but like if it's something you like to wear, don't like think about what other people are talking about it, because if it's what you like, wear it. And I feel like that's really important in our society. If you like something, then wear it. Like right now, I'm wearing a shirt that says Cuba on it, and I like don't even know why, but yeah, I like the shirt. Okay, my next thing is don't waste your time on boys. I see so I just thought there was a bug, but there's not. Okay, I saw so many of my like really good friends get caught up in boy drama and just boys. And like, I'm not saying having a boyfriend is a bad thing. If you want a boyfriend, that's totally fine. But I just feel like people have so much more potential and they're wasting it on boys, which I feel like is really annoying, because like, just to be honest, right now when we're in 8th grade, like boys, they honestly don't care about you. I mean, there may be some, but like they don't really care about like you, and they don't love you. I mean, I feel like I'm like really ruining everybody's dreams, but like I feel like a boy really isn't gonna love you at this point, and so I feel like it's kind of a waste of time to like put all of your effort, all of your energy, all of your time into trying to get a boyfriend when they're not going to be putting the same energy back out at you. And I mean, I feel like you can still have crushes, you can still like boys, like you can be like, oh, he's cute, you know, like talk about him to your friends, but don't spend all of your time and all of your energy chasing after boys, because I saw a lot of my really good friends do that, and it was really sad because they have so much more potential, but they're wasting it on people that aren't even like giving the energy back to them. So I don't know, just a tip. My next thing is, I don't even know why I put this down, but study. A lot of people, they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna study, like I don't have time, I want to watch Netflix and stuff, and then they fail the test and they're like, wow, why do I have an F in the class now? So study. It's dumb not to study. Like, you may think it's dumb, like, oh, wasting my time studying when I don't have to study, but study. It's a smart thing to do, and I just recommend it. So study. And my next thing is something that like I'm gonna be like really honest about, and that is that God kind of like, I feel like in this age, God isn't like your #1 priority like Jesus being a Christian. Like, nobody else is following these patterns, nobody else is following these rules and being modest and following their morals. But just because you're in 8th grade doesn't mean that you can't do that. Please do it. Don't cuss. Don't cuss, okay, guys? Like, it's okay, it makes you seem so immature. It makes you seem trashy. It makes you seem like when you're just cussing and all that's coming off your tongue is these words that Jesus tells us not to say. It makes you seem like not a good person, and people like me or other people that have morals, they're not going to want to hang out with you because you're doing that. And you could be a really great person, but since you're cussing and saying all these gross things, nobody's going to want to hang out with you, and you're going to lose some really good friendships. So don't cuss. It's annoying. I hate when, like, I honestly don't like when people cuss, and it's really gross. Also, don't get caught up in all of this drama and like nudes, and I'm just saying this flat out on the internet, but don't get caught up in that. Like, you're in 8th grade, stick to your morals. If you have morals, don't let a boy or a guy or anybody tear those morals down because they're pretty or because they're cute. Don't let them do that. Okay, guys, you are awesome and you need to stand strong, because 8th grade is a great time for people to experiment. My card got full and I don't know when this stopped, but my last thing was stay true to yourself, stay true to your morals, and I feel like 8th grade is a really good time for people to mess with your morals. So stay strong in your faith and don't let people mess with your morals. I feel like that's very important in 8th grade and 7th grade and high school. So stay strong in your morals. Okay, so that was my video. Let's get on. Okay, guys, that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if it helped you. And also comment what grade you're going into next year. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to become one of my internet friends. I love having friends, especially internet ones. And if you haven't already, make sure you go follow all my social medias. They're at missannagrace with 2 E's. And I like to say that I have a good Instagram theme right now. I don't know, maybe. I'm probably gonna like stop the theme tomorrow, but I really like it now. So go follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Pinterest and Snapchat. And I haven't really been on Snapchat that much, but anyway, yeah. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm kind of going to be doing a thing in June where I'm going to be calling it Jam-Packed June. And I'm going to be trying, I mean, I'm not like promising, but I'm going to be trying to post every single day of June, and I'm going to be posting like 3-day vlogs, like one vlog but has like 3 days in it, and so I'm going to be posting a lot of vlogs and really fun stuff like that. And I wanted to challenge you guys, if you guys have any really good video like titles for my summer videos, because I can't think of what to call my summer videos. Like last year I called it High Tides and missannagrace Vibes. That was really dumb and I don't like that. So if you guys have any good like summer like video titles, comment them down below and I'd love to know, because I really need some help with that. I may just end up calling it like Summer with Anna, but if you have anything better, comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!